Hi there, this is our week 11, sorry, I have to remember what week it is, our week 11 help video for Spanish 101. And there were two things that I wanted to go through. One was the direct object pronoun questions on the week 10 quiz. As I was grading that quiz, that seemed to be one area that a lot of people really struggled with. And since those same kinds of questions will come up on the Chapter 4 test that we take next week, I want to take some time to go over those. And I would also encourage you, as you're getting ready for that test, to go back through your own results on the quiz and see if you can identify where you were struggling, and maybe go into the direct object pronoun practice assignments, or the MSL SAM assignments, and maybe also even some of the text assignments. I think the text assignments should be set to, and I'll show you in a minute what I'm talking about in case you aren't sure, but I believe those are set to where after your first attempt it shows you the correct answers. So those you can just use for practice and sort of as a self-check to see if you're getting the hang of those direct object pronouns. So I would recommend that everybody spend some time reviewing that if you struggled with those on the Chapter 10 quiz before you take the test next week. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. And then I also went through and looked through the current grades in my Spanish lab for week 11. And I think it's SAM 426 using the direct or the demonstrative adjectives. That part was problematic. That was the lowest average grade so far. So we'll go through that as well. So on the quiz, and again, I'm just going to go through those questions that pertained to direct object pronouns. Let me move this. Oops, there we go. So I think there's about 4 questions we're going to look at, maybe 5. Okay, so this is some audio questions. I'm not sure if the audio will play well in the video or not, but I will repeat it if needed.
Marta y Jorge buscan el centro.
Okay, Marta y Jorge buscan el centro. Okay, so what we're looking for as we restate that sentence is we're looking for the direct object, that who or what were they looking for? If the verb is buscar, to look for. Who or what were they looking for? In this case, it's el centro. Jorge y Marta buscan el centro. So then we look at el centro and say, okay, is that singular, plural, masculine, or feminine? It's singular, masculine. So the form will be lo busca. Or sorry, lo buscan, because the subject is plural. Número 3.
Pienso llamar a mis amigos por la tarde.
Pienso llamar a mis amigos por la tarde. Okay? So again, we're going to ask who or what am I calling? The verb is llamar, to call. So who or what am I planning to call?
Pienso llamar a mis amigos por la tarde.
So it's pienso llamar a mis amigos. So it's my friends, a mis amigos, which is plural and masculine. So we're going to leave the verb conjugated as pienso, I'm planning to. Llamar los being plural and masculine, to agree with mis amigos. So I hope that helps. Remember, always ask yourself who or what is the subject looking for, or calling, or studying, or whatever that action verb is. And when you answer the question who or what after that verb, then you can identify what the direct object pronoun is. Okay. Okay, so here identifying the direct object. So here María Elena y Manuela tienen que leer este libro para su clase de alemán. So we find the verb leer, okay? Who or what is being read? In this case, it's a what, it's libro. Okay, so libro is the direct object. Yo tengo que llamar a mi madre antes de la clase de español. So find the verb llamar, to call. Who or what is being called? Not who or what is calling, that would be the subject. But who or what is being called would be mi madre. So madre is the direct object. Okay. And then here buscamos los libros en la biblioteca. Okay, and it says to complete the second sentence with the correct direct object pronoun. So when we look at that sentence, buscamos, look, the verb is buscamos. So when we say who or what are we looking for? Buscamos los libros. So los libros is singular and masculine. So we're going to change it to los. Los buscamos en la biblioteca, replacing that pronoun or that noun, los libros, with the pronoun just los. Berta y Paula miran la película. If our verb is miran, who or what is being watched? La película. Okay, singular and feminine, we're going to use the direct object pronoun la. So hopefully that helps clear up some of that with the direct object pronouns. Again, if you're still feeling confused about them, please let me know, and maybe we can set up a time to visit one-on-one about those. Then moving on, sorry, I don't mean to rush, but I don't want this video to be terribly long. So moving on to exercise 426 in the SAM assignments for the week, we are going to review demonstrative adjectives. Sorry, I'm going to rearrange this just a little bit. Okay. So at the bookstore, a clerk asks you which of the following items you would like to buy. Reply to each question with a complete sentence using the appropriate demonstrative adjective based on the 3 columns below and following the model. And sorry, if you didn't catch it, this is SAM 426, ¿Qué prefieres? So if you haven't done it yet or haven't used all your attempts, you can go back and do it again. So here it's categorizing the objects in the bookstore by their location relative to us, right? So aquí cerca, close to us, are escritorio, calculadoras, and cuadernos. Ahí más lejos de aquí, a little further away, mochilas, libros y diccionario. Allá muy lejos, very far away from us, computadora, lápices y bolígrafo. So where you see in the modelo, you see ¿Qué escritorio quiere usted? So then you look on here and find escritorio, and it's aquí cerca. So with aquí, we're going to use este, or a form of este that agrees with the noun. For ahí, we're going to use ese, or whichever form agrees with the noun. And for allá, we're going to use aquel, or again, the appropriate form. So since escritorio is close to us, we're going to say quiero este escritorio. Okay, let's look at the rest of the examples. ¿Qué cuadernos prefiere usted? Cuadernos is close to us also. So I'm going to say prefiero. So we're not always going to be using the same verb that they used in the modelo. The modelo repeated the same verb as in the question, so we're going to do the same thing down here. Prefiero estos cuadernos. So the adjective is este, but we want to make it agree in number and gender with the noun. Computadora, I think, is lejos, a long ways away. Yep. So I'm going to say quiero, again using the verb that's in the sentence. Quiero aquella. Aquel is the default form, but since computadora is feminine, we're going to say aquella. Computadora. ¿Qué lápices prefiere? Let me see where lápices were. Lápices are far away. So I'm going to say prefiero aquellos, because lápices is plural and feminine. Or sorry, plural and masculine. That's what I get for trying to type and talk at the same time. Quiero aquellos lápices. Or prefiero aquellos lápices. ¿Qué libros desea? So changing verbs again. I'm going to say deseo. And the libros were kind of in the middle distance. So the pronoun we use there is es, or the adjective we use is ese. Quiero esos, using the plural form, libros. ¿Qué diccionario quiere? Diccionario is again kind of middle. So quiero ese diccionario. We're just going to use the singular masculine form there for the singular masculine noun diccionario. And then calculadoras are close. So we're going to use the adjective este. So again, these adjectives change depending on the distance from the speaker. So anything that's close to us, we're going to use este, esta, estos, estas. a little further away or over by the person I'm speaking to will be ese, esa, esos, esas. And further away, way over there, far removed from both of us, would be aquel, aquella, aquellos, aquellas. So prefiero, the calculadoras were close to us, right? Yep. Prefiero estas, to agree with the feminine plural noun calculadoras. Bien. Double check and make sure I didn't overlook anything. Okay, so prefiero estos cuadernos, quiero aquella computadora, prefiero aquellos lápices, deseo esos libros, quiero ese diccionario, and prefiero estas calculadoras. So hopefully those are helpful to you. Again, let me know if there's anything that I can do to help with any of the content that you're struggling with this week, and I hope you have a great rest of the week. See you all online.